Alright, so... You know me, I'm always jumping around different MMOs, trying different ones out. I've played Lord of the Rings Online before, but I wanted to give it another go. Because I've heard a lot of people talk about Lord of the Rings Online, how much they like it. And I was even watching the YouTuber Manapots, and he was talking about how he always comes back to Lord of the Rings Online. And I think, I'm sure the population of Lord of the Rings Online, just like a lot of other MMOs, has probably gone up. You know, one of the nicest things about WoW struggling and Blizzard doing all the crap they did is that so many people left World of Warcraft to play other games, and so all the other little MMOs have increased. You know, their populations have gone up. And I just think that's such a great thing because it gives you a chance to want to go play these games now while they have a little bit more, well, they have a little bit more population in them. So. And so sad news though, I actually purchased the VIP account. I'm not even sure what it gives you, but it was only $15, so I figured I'll purchase it for 1 month. But bad news, and when I purchased it the 1 month, they give you a number of these coins with your VIP every month, so you actually get coins, and with the coins you can buy stuff. So I think like every month you get like 400 coins or something. So I actually already had like 500 and some coins, so I went to the new character screen and I wanted to create a high elf. But it had this coin next to it, like see how the stout elf has a coin here? But the high elf had a coin too. And I said, well, what if I want to unlock this, right? And I said, open the store in an external browser. It kept going to this site, which is weird because this isn't really the right, it just, I don't know. It's like, how do you find the store from here? I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I couldn't find it. There's also this starter bundle, which gives you 500 silver it gives you the high elf, which actually, I would have probably just bought this if I'd known that this was even there, but I didn't. But the funny thing is, so I went ahead and I had 1,000 of these coins, right? So I said, well, I want to play the high elf. So I clicked the unlock, or I didn't click the unlock. I went to their store right here, right? And let's see, item shop and classes and races, and you can see that the high elf, actually, it's back. But I actually purchased it. So I purchased it on here. And it's funny, is like when you're in the game, like when you're actually in the game, there's a button that says go to the store. Well, when you click that button that tells you to go to the store, where you end up is this store here. You can see this is my account name. And you can see I only have 10 coins. I had 1,010. So I bought the high elf for 1,000. If you look at, let's see, history, you can see it right here. Today I bought the in-game purchase, high elf, cost me 1,000 points. But guess what? I can't create a high elf. It keeps saying I need to unlock it. So obviously their cash shop is a little jank. It's a little scuffed, I guess is what Cargos would say. So that's a real bummer because I wanted to play a high elf. So I opened up a support ticket with them and said, "What's the deal?" So I'm waiting for a response. I did get an automated email response saying they're looking into it. But so that was really weird. So that's kind of a bummer because now, for this stream, I guess I'll just create something else. But I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm not going to play because I really want to play a high elf. So maybe we'll just go elf. And look, it says, see, I don't understand why. And this says you need to unlock. So there's all these things. Like I can't even play a dwarf. Shit, I can't even play a man. So something's. Oh, because it's the brawler. Wait a minute. Maybe this is the problem. Nope. See? Unlock. Oh, wait. Oh, I figured it out. So it is unlocked. I'm an idiot. But what happens is, every time you click on a character, or at least what was happening is if I was clicking on a character, it kept selecting the brawler class. Oh, it had the less class selected, right? So if I click brawler here, and then I go to any other of these windows, they're going to look like they're locked. Oh, okay, sweet. So that's what was confusing to me. Is it's like saying, it was saying here, it was saying you cannot create a character of this class. If I would have read the text, I'm an idiot. I'm a complete. All right, well, cool. Let's create the high elf. Then we're good. I just saw this unlock, and to me that was confusing. To me that was making me think I needed to unlock the race. So that's that was confusing. But let's go ahead and create a high elf, and I'm going to create a champion. Oh, wait. Well, champion's kind of like... And you can see the graphics in this game aren't bad. I mean, for a game that's this old. It's actually not bad. And there was a rumor last year, like in December, that they were going to do a graphical overhaul of the game, which would have been awesome, right? Because it's a good game. I played this game and I liked it. I don't know why I stopped playing it, probably because there just wasn't a lot of people in the game and I didn't know all the ins and outs of the game. But the graphics actually were pretty good, and I commented on that stream. If you go on my channel and look for streams for Lord of the Rings Online, you'll find that stream where I played the first time I ever played it. And I commented, "Hey, these graphics actually look pretty good." I thought the animations were a little like not as good as they could be. You know, they were a little janky. This armor here looks actually really nice though. You know, her chainmail here and the swords. But you can tell it's the World of Warcraft style where there's no layers here. It's just like a texture that's been painted on an object. I mean, there's a little bit of layers around her belt here. But you can see that these shoulders here are just, you know, they're just one kind of piece. There's a little bit of depth. There is some, you know, depth to the pieces though. They're layered here. That's what I always look at for the armor is, how good does it look? I mean, is it individual pieces of modeled pieces that are put together, or is it just like one character model and they've just kind of texture painted shit on top? This is like somewhere in between, it looks like. I don't like that her sword's going through her leggings here. But there's the champion class, which is more of like like Strider, Aragorn. That's kind of like what he would have been, was like a champion. And he's like this is like your typical fighter class. But they have buffs that can buff people. Oh, what's cool is they have movies for all these classes. Check this out.
The champion is the consummate warrior, unrelenting in battle. His fervor allows him to make increasingly powerful attacks, dealing great damage quickly and efficiently.
So, yeah, it's interesting. They have like little movies for each class. Let me turn the volume down. It's a little loud, I guess. Options, audio. I'll just turn it down a little more. We're gonna go high elf. Let's take a look at the Guardian, which is the class I was thinking about creating. You know me, I love tanks. So this is like now from what I've read, the Guardian class is not considered like the most premier best tank anymore. I guess there's other tanks like the champion and stuff that people like. They're not as desired as they used to be. So
the Guardian is a protector of the weak and defender of those in need. He is capable of withstanding mighty blows and retaliating in kind. The true Guardian stands to the forefront of battle, shielding his allies from the blows of their enemies.
So you got the Guardian. And then, of course, the Hunter, your typical Hunter class. The Lore Master, support class, crowd control. The Minstrel. Actually, the Minstrel's kind of cool looking. I don't know if it's any good, though. Minstrels are known for their healing abilities and also capable of dealing respectable damage with war speech. They have a variety of support skills and special ballads. Using ballads unlocks more potent ballads, which culminate with powerful anthems and in fellowships. A Minstrel keeps his allies healed and supported. I like that they seem to have good lore around the characters in the game, which is cool. And of course, the Runekeeper is behind a paywall. Warden. It's funny the Warden's behind a paywall because my only character I have on this server is a Warden, so I don't know how I created that Warden. I must have... I don't know, I must have paid to create the Warden? That's weird. I don't even know how I did it. I thought that when you had the monthly subscription that you just automatically, it opened them all up, but I guess not. Because I have I paid for 1 month of monthly sub. But from what I understand, the Wardens are really good. They can do they can tank, they can DPS, they can do AoE damage, and I hear they're one of the more complicated classes to play. So, and I hear also that the Guardian doesn't really do much damage, but they're more like reactive, and that they can parry attacks and then counter attack, and they can block and counter. So that's kind of interesting, that they have different kind of reactive abilities. Avatar update visible. Not sure what that is. There's also the movie on the races too. So
mighty cool. Foes of evil in ages past,
high elves.
The High Elves, whose kind once beheld the light of Valinor, have mostly departed from the world, bound for distant shores. Some remain, however, resisting the call of the sea, and using their fading power to make Middle-earth safe for days yet to come.
So they got little lore videos. Dwarf. Cool. Horse man. Man! Gift of man. What is this? Diminishing of... what? Diminishing of man. Decreased will. Men have weaker wills than other races. Gift of man. Improved fate. Men have the greatest destiny of all the peoples. Easily inspired. +5 income and healing. +15 might. Let's see what the High Elf has. High Elf has Sorry of the Undying. Reduced will. You have witnessed the passing of ages and still feel the hurts of those lost in the battles of elder days. -7 will. Fading of the Firstborn. Reduced fate. The time of the elves in Middle-earth is nearly at an end. -7 fate. Peace of the Eldar. +20 maximum morale. +60 non-combat morale regeneration. Suffer no illness. Improved resistance to disease and poison. Okay. High elves, those who have beheld the beauty of Valinor and their descendants possess grace and strength beyond even their woodland kin. So these are the high elves, and then there's just the straight up elves. And they have the same sorrow of the firstborn. Agility of the woods, improved agility. And they also have the fading of the firstborn, and very similar buffs to the half elf. Now the Bjorning is like that class that can kind of shapeshift into the big bear. They're a new class, and you have to buy, I think, the expansion thing to get it, or maybe buy them straight out. Like if you click unlock here, it'll open the external site. But you know, Daybreak Games has never had good. This one finally did work, but here you can buy the Bjorning character slot bundle. Purchase this bundle to unlock a character slot and unlock the Bjorning for your account. So $12.95. I don't know how much that money that is. That's like. I guess, you know, for $20 you can get 1,600 points. So this is a pretty heavily monetized game, you know. But, you know, whatever. It's been around. It's one of the MMOs that's been around for a very long time. 2007 or 2008, I think this game came out. And it's still doing pretty well. I mean, there's still a lot of people who like this game and play it pretty religiously. Okay, so let's go to the High Elf female. I just don't know if I want to do a Guardian, because I hear that their damage isn't very good. So like solo-wise, you know, they have high survivability, but their output DPS is pretty low. They can use two-hand weapons, though. So you can do a damage-type build, or maybe just weapon swap. I don't know if there's macros in this game. So I'm not sure if weapon swapping is easily, or if it's something you have to do out of combat. The two classes that kind of appeal to me the most probably are the three classes. Champion, Guardian, and I think Minstrel. I think all three of these classes seem interesting. This was our note for the... There was a video I was watching on this, guys, by Louis. So let's check this out, and let's watch the part of the Minstrel and see what he says about the Minstrel. Okay?
Moving on, we have the Minstrel, and the Minstrel is the master of music and song, kind of like a bard, and the music is primarily used to bolster allies. However, they may also choose to use their talents more destructively, as in damaging enemies. And minstrels are also known for their ability to tutor other players in learning instruments, which can be played using the in-game music system, which is a whole thing in its own. But as far as minstrel goes, going back to them, they use a lot of songs, cries, ballads, anthems, and finishing codas in combat. And really what they function like as far as gameplay goes is a tactical spellcaster with ranged, instant cast damaging abilities and a variety of healing and group buffing abilities. So minstrel gameplay really depends on the specialization a lot. And they
don't really have like the kind of combat that I like where you're actually hitting somebody with a weapon. It doesn't seem like most of the stuff seems like spells, so probably not my favorite. The champion I think is pretty interesting looking. Let's take a look at the champion.
Starting with the champion, for their lore and fantasy, they are just relentless warriors who are at the forefront of battle. They are specialized melee combatants that can use almost any weapon type and wear heavy armor for defenses, since they're always in the enemy's face. And they are overall...
Yeah, they can dual wield or you know, they can dual wield weapons or single wield. They can tank too.
Just a basic melee class that can be good for new players. They do have the unique fervor system with abilities building and consuming fervor points in combat. A lot of champion basic attacks build fervor and may empower the champion or debuff enemies, and then fervor consumers, these about it a little bit longer here. It is also the most complex class in the game, which would be another reason for me to go on about it a little bit long here. And that's actually what they are known for. But before we get too much into that, with their lore and fantasy, Wardens are inspired by Haldir, and they are just mobile and agile.
So they're kind of a tank slash DPS, the Wardens, but he says they're really complex. An interesting class for sure, and I've got a Warden already, but I think I'm just gonna go. I think the reason I want to do the Minstrel is because this character here just looks so damn cool. I love the armor that she's wearing, you know. But let's try the Guardian and see how this goes. Okay, Hairstyles. He's got a big head. What is this? Oh, you can lock it. Okay. She's got a very manly jaw. Has a big jaw. I like this jaw best because it's a little smaller, but yeah, if they were talking about doing a graphical overhaul, because Amazon was going to come out with the Lord of the Rings, another Lord of the Rings MMO, and they were going to release that in tandem with their Lord of the Rings TV series. But the Amazon Lord of the Rings MMO has been canceled. I don't know if they canceled the TV series. I'm really curious because let's see if there's anything for the past month. Okay, so it looks like it's still going on. Anything like Lord of the Rings obviously would help Lord of the Rings Online because, you know, the more people talking and thinking about Lord of the Rings, you know, it's just going to help the IP in general. So, but they were talking about could feature a legendary warrior Peter Jackson ignored. Okay, whatever. But yeah, so I don't know. But the fact that they were talking about possibly doing an art overhaul or graphic overhaul of the game would be just really cool. I mean, that'd be so neat. You know? "23 different hairstyles." Neat. Man, she's got such a masculine face. Very braided kind of hair. Let's go back to the yes. I want to see that female elf and see if they look any different. Oh yeah, they have different eyebrows. Yeah, see, this looks a little bit more feminine, I think. I bought the high elf and I didn't need to, but actually it didn't matter because I actually had enough credits and. Yeah, but all the characters in this game have this really long face. You know, very long face. I like the look of the elf better than the half elf. Or the high elf, sorry. So far I like 2. You guys know me with character creators. I can spend like an hour on them easily. Actually, I think this is my favorite one. What is it, 6? Yeah, I think it was 6 or 2. 2 looks like the youngest. Like her face looks like the youngest. So I like 2 a lot, and then I like 6. Yeah, 6 is my favorite because I like her eyes a lot better. Alright, so we know we can lock that one. Hairstyle. And again, you know, the older MMOs always had bad hair. The hair was just always bad. You know, hair is the hardest thing to do in these video games, I think. You know. Where's hair color? Wow, there's not a lot of options in hair color. Look, there's just brown or brown or brown. It's either, I guess there's black. Black or brown, that's about it. I guess you can go kind of almost light brown. That's funny. And it's funny, when I played so many MMOs, you always see the same things. Like in the older MMOs where the graphics aren't that good, their eyes are always tiny, like the pupils and everything. They're just not. They're not as, the colors aren't as vibrant as you get in like stuff like Black Desert. You know, there just isn't there. You know. Let's do. Can we get like a dark green? Here we go. Not sure if I like that, but. I don't like this yellow skin. Pink skin. Very. Yeah, a game like this would really benefit from a graphical overhaul. Like, hugely benefit from a graphical overhaul. Details. No, mouth. Oh, we can change the mouth. Sad. The hairstyles are bad. They're not good in this game. Hair color. Is that a flower in her hair? Oh no, it's something else. Actually, it doesn't look that bad. It's kind of interesting. Interesting hairstyle that is. Too bad they don't have, let's see. What is this? Avatar update. Oh. So I guess this is probably what the elf looked like when they first created him. Now, oh my god, and this is what they look like now. So wow, the game looks a lot better now than it used to. Look at that. Ooh, look at those eyes, are terrible. So, I thought the game looked better. I was like, man, the game looks better than I remembered. So, Well, the hairstyles I like are this one. Or this one right here. This one. I kind of like this one. Kind of a rough, scraggly looking. And then I actually like I like this one too. It'd be nice to see what this looks like with different armor on. Yeah, I like this one a lot. Let's see, can we get her? This one has the most red in the lips. We need some darker lips. Their skin's pretty light in color. I think we'll go with this hair. Details, mouth, eyebrows, eyes. That's pretty much it. What were the eyes again? Oh, that was just this stuff. There's very few options. And then you get to pick a place where you start, I guess. Linden. You hail from Linden, the green lands of the elves between the arid Luine and the sea, where Gilgalad, the last great elf king, once ruled. Lorien. You come from the Lothlorien, the fabled Golden Woods. Naming guidelines, with the rare exception that elves of Middle Earth have Sindarin names. It's interesting. Oh wow, they give you kind of like the tendencies for the naming. Common feminine name endings in Sindarin are Anor, Dal. So let's say, where's my name? Where do I put my name? Oh, here, it's way up here. So let's say we're Shurl. Shurlwin? No. Shurlrith? Shurleth? Shurlel? Shurlwing? No. Shurl. Shy? How about Shy? Shirian? Shywin? Shyrith? Shyanor. There we go. Shyanor? Names like Arwen, Celebrian, and Galadriel are examples of elf women in Middle-earth. Galadriel. Right there. Could do Shy. Shilos? No. Well, we could do W-E-N, right? Shywin. They also do Shay. Shael. How would you pronounce that even? How would you even pronounce that? Sharian, Shawing. No. Shael? It's kind of neat though that they give you those those name endings, you know? And then I guess they give you masculine ones too. Oh, there's more of them. Oh, there's more. Shaymore. Oh, there we go. Probably taken, but let's give it a go. Oh, it's not taken. Here we go. Boost your... Oh, you can actually buy stats. Okay, well that's about the most egregious pay to win I've ever seen. Boost your stats through the store. Like what? What's this? 1-year gift box, 2-year gift box, and a flame. Oof. Oh, completely different starting area. I've never played an elf before. She looks pretty decent. She's kind of... Oh, shit, she's tall, though. She's kind of tall on the tall side, but oh well. Bag 3, bag 4, bag 5. Open bag 1. So, contains fun fireworks. And this also contains some celebratory items. Tombs of Swiftness. Yeah, the UI is too small, so let's... I think it was Control. Shit, I was just watching this the other day. Was it? I was just watching this on how to modify the UI.
Plugins here, manager basically, and as you can see, got some nice stuff. I'm going.
Oh, how do you do it? There's a way you can customize the UI. There's also I don't know. Is there a... Yeah, here we go. But you can see the default UI is a little bit on the small side. Like, look how tiny my bars down here are, pretty small, and these buttons are a little bit smaller than I would like them to be. What is this? Toggle. Okay. Yeah, I got a lot to learn about this game, obviously. I think Mana Pots... This is the guy who kind of made me want to come and try Lord of the Rings, because whenever he talks, he always talks very highly about this game. There's somewhere in here he like there's a key, there's a shortcut key. Lord of the Rings shortcut to edit UI. Control backslash, you can rearrange. Control backslash. There you go. So see how it pulled up all these little bars on the screen. But does it let you move? No, can't move that. And I know he did. So how do you move this? Man, I know he did. Anyway, let's just play some of the game. We'll figure out the UI, I guess, later. The jump animation is okay, but you just kind of float. It's one of these games where you float. I mean, he's got one hell of a good vertical. Look at that vertical. Look at that vert.
Is there art which you need?
Yeah, I would say right away my biggest thing that I would want to change in this game is just the size of the UI. I mean, I'm pretty old and my eyes have a hard time reading, like even seeing these icons. They're so tiny. I would like scale this UI up quite a bit. I could probably just change the resolution, but I don't like to go away from my native resolution of my monitors. There doesn't seem to be... Oh, we can change the contrast though. Maybe? It's not letting me change these settings. Aspect disabled. Ooh, let's go back to disabled. Did we notice a difference? I didn't notice a difference, but we'll leave it on. Oh, so we can't change the ambient light. We can't change the brightness for whatever reason. I don't know why. I would love to be able to change the contrast, and we can't change that either. So I'll have to. Again, I'm gonna have to figure some of these things out. But you can see there's people in the game. Look. Yeah.
I have come to offer my service to this party.
I offer you your company, my service, good elf. I am here on the errand from Dwalin, leader of our own traveling party. It seems that we have arrived at the same time. Dwalin wishes to understand the circumstances of this coincidental visit. If we dwarves may be of any assistance here, we have come to investigate the long silence since Gomer Dowersmith became steward of the hall in Thorin's absence. Why have the sons of Elrond ventured hither? Talk to Eladin, son of Elrond. Do not show this in the future. The quest system will help point you in the general direction. Okay, do not show that anymore. And the ring on fire is who we need to talk to.
The dwarves arrived when we did, though we came for different purposes.
So our party has come to pursue my father's strange premonition, and Dwalin's party has come to investigate another claim, Gomrir Dowersmith's failings as the steward of these halls. I wonder if our two quests are not unrelated, Shaymore. What do you think? Well, let us begin our investigation now that we are all here. Dwalin, though a dwarf, is a friend of Rivendell. We will lend him what help we can.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
My father is great among the wise, and his dreams and foretell.
Father is great. Yeah, let me see if I can seek insight. Okay. These windows just keep popping up, even though I say do not show the hint in the future. Oh, it's because I'm unchecking it. That's why. You got to keep it checked. And we want full screen window. We want sound in the background. I don't know if it's an option. Focus loss behavior. Persist sound. So we're going to say persist sound. Enable NPC color. We're going to say accept. Now hopefully the sound of the game will continue when I change windows. And it does. Sweet. This is a much nicer starting area than the other character that I created. Hey, dummy. Oh my god. I've got Sting. Guard. Let's see. Shield Smash. What is this one? Retaliation. And 5 is Anniversary Celebration Pig. Okay, whatever. Not the best animations. You discovered an open tapping monster. Anyone can help kill this monster, and everyone who helps kill will get credit. Join the fray. What is my weapon? It's like a little spiked club. I'm fighting with a spiked club. Weaponsmith, brawler. Yeah, the jumping animation needs some work. Trickster tunes. Guardian trainer. How come that character looks cooler than my character? How come how come there's no... This is what always gets me. How come there's no face in the game that I could pick to make my character have a face that looks that nice? Because that face looks better than my face. You know what I mean? And that's a cool looking face.
What can I do for you?
Alright. I'm trying to figure out where am I on this map. This is not the best map. Right click to zoom out. But now this map's pretty cool. I like this one. I mean, I guess this is me? I have no idea where I am on this map. Okay, this red-looking triangle, I guess, is me. Yeah. Okay. Whoa, whoa.
Meg Warden, what do you make of this riddle?
Look yonder, Shaymore. Thorin's Hall belches smoke and soot, and the white snow of the mountain is black ere it touches the floor of the valley. Upon snow-colored black, what do you think? Is it rather literal? Oh my god. Upon snow-colored black, what do you think? It is rather literal for a riddle. Snow-covered black, okay.
I was the one who led the party here, but there is a slight flaw in my thinking.
Okay, there is only one problem with my logic. Skorgrim has been dead for many long years. He died here when he tried to raid Ed Helion for elven relics that he believed would ensure his immortality. I hope I have not led the party astray, but my heart tells me Skorgrim is part of this story. Who's the Skorgrim is the Dour King in Elrond's dream. Okay.
Why did Dorolos lead us here? Skorgrim is dead.
Skorgrim is the Dour King of my father's dream. Had I known, I would never have let this party be led here. Skorgrim is dead. My father watched him die. But Marathin believes she has found a piece of the puzzle, the black snow, dirtied from the dour hands, slovenly stewardship of these halls. I will print the investigation continue, but I'm very skeptical and disappointed in Dorles's judgment. I think another, I've never been a big fan of having to read a lot of text in MMOs, but, if you really want to get involved in the story, I mean, that's really the only way to do it. Whether Dorles was right or wrong in leading us here, my heart warns me that danger is near, as it often is the case with the world of late. Before getting started, everyone should be prepared. You are a guardian, as I can see plainly, but have you mastered your skills? I fear that you will be tested as a warrior in these harsh mountains. You should speak with your trainer to make sure you are ready for what lies ahead. Okay. Well, we know my trainer's over here. Available training.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
Now this is a warden, this guy with his spear. Look at this. Oh, hold on a second, let me close this. Well, the movement's a little like when you first move from a standstill. But look at this cool looking hunter. With her short hair, looks kind of cool. I don't know. Maybe I'm being like Zulson right now. I'm seeing like other characters. I'm like, ooh, maybe I should play a Warden again. Look at this Warden. Baynor. Look at this man. And look, he's got like this cool outfit on. Very serious eyes. Brawler trainer. Let's go. I want to take a look at the other classes. I gotta go back to work in a few minutes, but I just wanted to jump into Lord of the Rings Online and try it again. I'm definitely gonna play some of it, and but I want to really read the quests. And I want to really get the story, because I think a game like this, you should really pay attention to the story, because I've heard the story's quite good. Here's my guardian. See, it's weird. I have a guardian, but if I try to create another guardian, I don't think it'll let me. Or warden, I mean. Warden. See, this class. Oh, here. See, I can't. It says you have to somehow pay for it. And I'm like, well, how come I have... Oh, no, this is a guardian. Oh, my God. Man, my brain is not working today. I apologize. So I have 2 guardians. I thought that was a warden. So I actually never have created a warden. I do have a VIP account, but for some reason, I guess that's not good enough to be able to play a warden. So we've got 2 guardians. Let's delete this one. Please enter Shaymore. And hopefully this will be one of those games that deletes instantly. Yes, thank you. I hate games that make you wait. Oh, you have to wait 24 hours. Like, come on. I hate that. What's monster play? I don't reach level 10 with any character to unlock monster play. I don't know what that is. Oh, and the other thing I'm going to look at tonight is the plugins, because we're going to try to install some plugins to make the game, look a lot better. What if we make a female hobbit? Bjorning would be cool, but again, it's locked also. But man, look at the start. I bet the starting zone's really cool. I'd be tempted to buy the Bjorning just so I could see what the starting zone looks like. Look how beautiful that background is. Those buildings and butterflies and flowers. My wife would love these flowers right here. I might unlock the Bjorning and see about playing one of those. They turn into like a big bear, so they can be like a bear tank kind of. See, Might of the Wild here. Increased might. Bjorning's wheel of ferocity unmatched by other races. Plus 15 might. Few in number. Reduced fate, because there's so few of the Bjornings left. And natural resistance to poison. And thick hide. Plus 15 vitality. So that's kind of cool. But I want to watch some videos more videos on like what people think are the classes, the fun classes to play. From like a combat point of view. And look at the rainbow in the background, and look at the little hobbit town. I think what's so cool about this game is because it is Lord of the Rings, it has the lore of Lord of the Rings universe. So you almost want to create one of each class and each starting town just to see the environment. Just because obviously Hobbiton's going to look really cool. Like the Bjorning, I love the background here. I love these buildings. They just look fantastic. I really hope they do a graphical overhaul of this game, because I think it would make all the difference in the world. If you updated the graphics, it really would. The other thing that would be really great is if not only updated the graphics, but updated the animations, because the animations are really not that great. So update the graphics, update the animations. This game would be 10,000 times better. It really would. And you see the man, so we've got Gondor. Gondor! For Gondor! Or Minas Tirith, right? I'm sorry, Minas Tirith. I'm sorry. Minas Tirith! In the background. High Elf. The Dwarves. The Dwarven. I like their chandelier of crystals. I don't know what Stout Axe is. Or once a part of one of the 7 houses of dwarves known as the Drossafolk. Okay. I like the starting. I like the The city that's behind him is kind of neat looking. Elf, high elf. So there really aren't a ton of races. There's only what, like 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Anyways, I have to get back to work in a few minutes. Let me see how much it's going to cost to unlock the Bjorning here. Well, it's $12.95, right? So if you go to their store and you purchase this one, it'll give you a character. It'll unlock another character slot, plus it'll unlock the Bjorning for your account. So you'll be able to create these Bjornings. So I already spent $15 in this game today by getting the VIP. But the VIP is cool because, like I said, I think it gives you 400 of these points every month. So every month you're, so you're getting like $5 worth of points. So really, I mean, you're getting an additional. It's kind of like you're paying $15 a month, but 5 of that is giving you these points, which is kind of nice. So, if you keep a sub for the entire year, that's going to be 4,800 points. So that's quite a lot of points for a year. So it's not bad. But there's a lot of there's a lot of stuff in here, cosmetics and things, and well, that actually, well, here there's like travel 68% faster. So this is like a horse, I guess you can buy, but there's no picture, so that kind of sucks. The mounts in the game are $24.95. These are anyway, which are pretty expensive. That's like freaking $30 for that mount or something like that. So that's kind of ridiculous. Here's the sale items. Character slot 446. I don't know why they have to put. They're all the same thing. Like, it's all bonus character slots. Like, every single one of these is the same. Like, how many times? Okay, we get it. You have a bonus character slot 440. Why is it listed multiple times? So, I've always said that, like, the management by Daybreak Games or whoever manages this game is, not very good. Did you guys see the? Did you guys see the Josh Strife Hayes' latest video on how New World is broken? If you haven't watched the New World is Broken video by Josh Strife Hayes, you should check it out. It's pretty funny. That game is so messed up, man. All right, well, I'm gonna jump offline. I gotta go back to work, but yeah, I may unlock this one, the Bjorning, and try it out. The other thing that sometimes it's nice to, like in Black Desert, sometimes it's nice to play the newer classes because they've been working on the games for years, and so when they add new classes, they get better and better at it. Usually, they get better and better at it. So, but that we don't know for sure if that's the case here. But all I can say is I can just reiterate it again. Man, if they did a graphical overhaul of this game, I think it would just be amazing. If we go back and exit the character creation, we can take a look at my other character, who is level 8. And the other thing that's nice about the game is the leveling is actually pretty slow, which I like. I like really slow leveling. The one thing that Manipots, if you haven't seen Manipots' channel, I like his videos. He's just a pretty laid back dude. He's cool, and you can tell he likes Lord of the Rings. And he talks about this game like it's just one of those MMOs that you can just kind of jump in and play and just kind of chill. It's not like stressful. But just look at but if you look at the graphics, they're actually quite nice, I think. For a game that's this old. So this is my level 8 Guardian. Here's a target dummy. What is this? Return? No. I guess that's like a hearth or something. Sweeping cut. Bind to account on acquire. Fried mushrooms. Wait, do I have a ranged attack? Really? Yeah, these... I just think these... I would want to change the scale of the UI because these bags are just too small. My bad eyes don't want to look at stuff that's this small, you know. So I'm gonna do some research on how to customize the UI and how to update the graphics. But the graphics look way better. These graphics look better than the last time I played the game. So they've obviously done something. But I really like the style of, I like the art style. I think they did a nice job. You know. And just standing here and looking at, you know, the building with the smoke coming out the chimney. It's pretty cool. Doesn't look like we can go in the building though. Dirk Mudbrick. Somebody killed this poor guy. I buried him. I buried him. He was sparkly. I right-clicked him and I buried him. Disease bristlehide. I guess I got poisoned somehow. The ranger looks kind of cool. But yeah, if you see, if you look at the UI here, and then you take a look at somebody's UI like mana pots here. Let's see if I've got.
And see where I have to. One is for my own about right now, and your gear right. We're in the Lord of the Rings, tells you where you want the
kind of
bars right now.
So you see how he's got bars that show the health right over the enemy. So he's got some nameplates on the enemy. He's also got these bars here that show his buffs, and then he's also got some other stuff going on, like a damage meter, and you know, different things that he's done with his UI. So he's got a video here where he goes through his plugins. So I'll definitely look into.
I don't have my guy summoned because I don't want to do that much damage yet.
I'll look into this guy's video and get a better idea of how to do the plugins. So, anyways, I'm off to work, guys. I hope you guys have a good day wherever you are. I'll be playing some Lord of the Rings tonight for sure. After I go through some tutorials on the plugins and just look at a lot of stuff and learn about how I can modify the UI a lot. Because I think the game would be a lot better if I can really customize the UI. But it looks good. I like how the wind's blowing my cloak. That's neat. And the music in the game's pretty good too. Anyways, peace out, guys. See you later.